So look, it's an early one. I told y'all I have to catch my grandkids while they sleep. So my voice gonna be a little low. Okay? But I supposed to did a reading Saturday. Woke up late. I'll get it done today. But every piece that they took from you, they got to give back. This is a divine masculine message. Because when I got the download this morning, that's what I heard. And I was like, huh? And Maya said, this is for a divine masculine. This message is from Maya to the divine masculines. So I don't know what they took from you, but whatever they took from you, every piece that they took from you, they got to give back. Okay? Friendship at the bottom. And right before I got ready to start this message, I turned the music on because I heard the OJs. She used to be my girl. So, you know, maybe that resonate with some of you divine masculines. I don't know, maybe y'all sitting like, you know, y'all in y'all meditation and y'all thinking about somebody that used to be your girl. Shit. But we gonna jump right into it because I gotta take my grandbaby to school. Holy Spirit, Holy Ancestors, Most High Universe, what is the message that you want to deliver to the divine masculine? Okay, Shuki, whoever this part is for, you dealt with a lot of women. And every woman that you done dealt with recently, I don't know, but the women you done dealt with, they all took a piece from you. So I don't know if they took it intentionally. Spirit say yes, they took it from you intentionally. So they got to give you back whatever essence they took from you. Grand Rising. But let's jump right into it. What is the message? Yeah. Guilt. I'm just going to shuffle these one time. And acceptance. Okay, so divine masculine, you have been beating yourself up. Perseverance. You've been beating yourself up. Okay? And whatever you've been beating yourself up about, you need to accept the things that you cannot change, okay? So maybe you know that, you know. Maybe you know you've been bamboozled. And you feel guilty, you know. Less of a man. You feel less of a man because you got swindled. So whoever you are, you somebody that, excuse me, that think that, you know, in Spirit say you think that your shit don't stink, okay? Whoever you are, you think your shit don't stink. You think you on top of the game. You thinking, you know, hey, macho man. But you've been bamboozled. You got bamboozled and you woke up and realized that you got bamboozled. I ain't laughing at you, sweetheart. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? It happens to the best of us, okay? So this is sort of like some karma. This is some karma for you. Because you done did bamboozling before yourself. So now it's done spent the block on you and it's done came back. But you woke up. So by you waking up, you know what I'm saying? Spirit is saying that whatever been taken, whatever you've been bamboozled out of, it's got to come back. You can stop beating yourself up. indecision, and friendship. You can stop beating yourself up, okay? What's at the bottom? Perseverance. You can stop beating yourself up. You know, back whatever friendship that you were entangled in, you can stop beating yourself up about it, okay? Yeah, you gotta take the blame, you know. You gotta take your portion of it. But evidently you've learned a lesson, okay? You've learned a lesson. And the lesson that you learned could have been in friendship, okay? Whatever lesson it was that you learned, you've learned it. And it's been recorded, you know, that you learned your lesson. And now they are, now you're receiving your blessing. Because in every blessing, there's a lesson. Page of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you've learned your lesson. So now you're going to receive you're going to get everything back, okay? Everything that your mind, your soul, your essence, your spirit, you know, whatever's got you in the guilt. Holy Spirit, ancestors, what is the message? What is the message? Page of Pentacles, a star student. Can't ride. Yeah, you learned your lesson. You had to be humbled in order for you to learn this lesson. You had to be humbled. You had to be brought down. Okay? You had to show that you were dependable. And by showing that you are dependable means that you had to accept. You had to understand. You had to wake up. You can't be blaming other people. Okay? Just my imagination, the temptations is on. You can't be just trying to throw the guilt. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's their fault. You know, whatever. 10 swords at the bottom. Okay? You can't do it. Y'all saw how it felt. It almost was in reverse. When I went to pick it up, it looked at me. Upright. Death. They had you on. They had you all up in your imagination, baby. But, Holy Spirit, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to turn the TV down. They had you all up in your imagination, baby. You know what I'm saying? You was wildly thinking. And, that's about to be over. It's coming to a completion, okay? You about to get a rebirth. So, whatever you've been through in your imagination, strike on. Whatever you fought your way through, your imagination. That way you was fighting it, your imagination. Three of Wands. You about to get a new beginning. Your future is looking a little brighter. As you sit back and ponder over, is it worth it or was it worth it? So you've taken some losses and you're accepting, you have accepted the losses that you had to take with this great awakening that you have awoken to. These are lessons that you had to learn in order to get back. You had to earn it. Yeah. The Hermit card. You was all up in your head. You was in hell, baby. In your head. Okay? You was catching hell. Because you was straddling the gate. Indecisive. Not knowing what to do, which way to go, how to do it, how to handle it. So they had to sit you down somewhere. They had to sat your ass down somewhere. You had to go through a little mental anguish, a little mental pain, a little mental suffering. Past, present, or future. Take the energy however it resonates. And this ain't gonna be no long one, y'all. 6 of Pentacles. You had to learn how to be a friend. Okay? You was expecting everyone to be a friend to you, but you had to learn how to be a friend. You had to learn how to give as well as receive. You were so used to receiving, see, you was already, thought you was all that there in a bag of chips. But, you had to learn. Dang, this TV keep going up. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it seems loud to me. Yeah. I'll be around by the spinners. But, you had to learn how to be around, okay? Not just expect for others to be around. In whatever situation this is, whatever lesson this is that you had to learn how to be a friendship. You had to learn how to appreciate a friend. So you went through a couple dragons, okay? And realized that them dragons weren't your friend, okay? Them were somebody else's dragons, all right? 8 of Swords, yeah. My last shuffle. Eight of Pentacles sideways. You had to learn who to work with. So evidently you've learned who to invest in, who to put the work in with. But you was having problems with that. You was having problems with who you were investing and sharing with. You was having problems with who you were dependable to. Just because you know somebody for a long time, 7 of Cups, don't mean you know them. 6 of Cups. And that's something you had to learn. Somebody you thought you was going to build a future with. Then you woke up and found out that, High Priestess. Then you woke up. And you woke up. You saw what was being withheld from you. And that's what helped you balance. So you ought to be thankful to your ancestors, Holy Spirit, whoever you call on, baby. Okay? Temperance card. That's what helped you balance out. That's what helped you learn your lesson. That's what helped you wake up. That's what is helping you or helped you get back everything they took from you. Marvin Gaye said, got to give it up. Eight of Swords. Because you were bound up, tied up, locked up. Couldn't see. That them bandages weren't even tight on you. You was sick. Sick in the head. It was making you sick. So you might have, blood pressure might have been up. Eight of Pentacles. The Lovers. So you might have been investing in some kind of, whoever you are, take what part fits you, what part don't, leave it. But for somebody, you was putting in a lot of work in a relationship that wasn't going nowhere, baby. Superficial, that's what I heard. You were putting a lot of work into a superficial relationship. Lover's card, some kind of union, and it wasn't going nowhere. Started off good. King of Pentacles started off good. Started off good. Beneficial. Started off very beneficial for you. But something happened. King of Cups. Sideways. Something happened. You found out that the love wasn't mutual. That it wasn't emotionally balanced. It wasn't. You found that you were being used. You were being juggled, baby. Two of Pentacles. You weren't the only one. Hey, baby. You found out that whoever you was in that lover's union with, that Chariot card, Knight of Cups, that she wasn't the only option. See? Okay. You thought that you was all that in a bag of chips, you know what I'm saying? Whoever you was in that union with, it was more than what you thought it was. You thought you was irresistible. And I ain't knocking you, you know what I'm saying? Hey, too much ego. I ain't saying ego is bad, but too much ego ain't good, baby. Okay? Then you have to learn lessons. You have to go through a blessing. When you went into that hermit mode, you got that lesson. You got clarity, okay? You went into the hermit mode trying to figure out, what does happiness really consist of? Are you really happy? When you got into that hermit mode mentally, because that's where you had your issues at. Excuse me. Excuse me. When you went into the hermit mode, trying to get your head right, that's when you made your decision on, that's when you saw the light. That's when you got your rebirth, your awakening. That's when things were looking a little more clear. That's when you began to feel a little more freer. The moon card falling on the Six of Pentacles. Like I said, it's a little bit of karma. Okay? That hermit put you into the dark night of the soul. It made you go to thinking about you reap what you sow. Gave you a little anxiety, a little fear. That's why you was all up in your subconscious. Okay? You went to seeing stuff. And what you were seeing, you was like, wait a minute. Is that really me? You did mirror work. And when I say mirror work, I mean you went and looked within yourself. Not went and looked in the mirror. You went and looked at yourself. You checked yourself. You focused on yourself, Chariot card. King of Swords, falling on the Eight of Pentacles sideways. You got discipline. You made a head over heart decision on who you was working with, who you was joining forces with, who you were collaborating with. You got truthful with yourself. For somebody, you might be thinking somebody put some work on you. They might have did you, child. Two of Cups. Yeah, they might have did now. You probably got clarity on that there. Shining star. Okay. They was dimming your light, baby. So you couldn't see. Okay. Somebody had you out there really in your ego. You had so many options. You had a whole bunch of distractions. Okay. You was connected to too many cups. Somebody realized it. Two of Wands. Two of Wands falling on top of the Six of Cups. You had a decision to make. Whoever it is that from your past, it was something you discovered. Something you got foresight on and made a decision about. That you was in a union with. You made a head over heart decision. Temperance fell on top of the High Priestess. Balance that. And secrets came out the bag, baby. You found out some secrets. And like I said, you made a head over heart decision to balance out a situation. You went looking for it, and you found it. Last shuffle. Knight of Wands in reverse, falling on top of Temperance. Ten of Wands in reverse. Whatever you found out, you got kind of mad about it, okay? You figured out that somebody is more of a burden than a help. The Lover's card. You got a little passionate, you got a little mad about it. You found out somebody that you was being used. Last day. What is the message? If I shuffle this deck 3 times and nothing comes out, y'all, it's whatever's at the bottom concludes the message. Third shuffle. Divine masculine energy, this message is for. And that concludes the message. Okay? Take what resonates, what don't. Learn from it. And until the next time, y'all already know what it is. I love y'all. I'm going to conclude this one here with love. Peace. Y'all already know what it is. Hair grease, baby. Don't forget the hair grease. Later, Gators.